Ms. Asim, do you still remember what your question was?
Yes, Chair. My question was whether, General, having seen the circular which was sent to you in December 2024, whether you agree that the sharing, well, not if you agree, I'm just saying to you that what the circular says is that there are particular requirements, obligations on all members of the service, okay? And the obligation is stated quite clearly in the first paragraph that members are not to share personal information with recipients who are not entitled to have access to the information, and that this constitutes the unlawful processing of personal information. And in paragraph 4, it states that in terms of Section 70 of the SAPS Act, it's prohibited to share official information with persons who are not employed by the SAPS or are not employed, who are employed by the SAPS but are not entitled to access or view such information. And in the light of the provisions that this circular reminds members of, your sharing of the Nangi documents violated these prescripts.
Thank you, Commissioners. I've read the document. This document is solely to regulate the leakage of information and personal information of personnel to various social media platforms or recipients who are not entitled to have access to the information. That is when you look at the very first paragraph. And for me, that affidavit of Mr. Nangi, when we go and read it, when you read it, it is actually some sort of a bail application, the majority of it, application affidavits. And further to that, this document says leakage of personal information to various social media or platforms as even recipient. Now, when a document, Commissioners, is already in the public domain, it is not covered by this circular. This circular talks about operational issues of the police and WhatsApp group that are being opened in this paragraph 8 of this document. And then when we look at the paragraph 4 that the advocate is referring to, is sharing official information with persons who are not employed by the SAPS. But the issue of sharing something that is already in the public domain does not conform to the requirements of this document, this circular. This circular talks about you take information within the SAPS systems and everything, you send it to another person that is not supposed to have it. It doesn't address those issues that are already in the public domain. There's no sentence that says even information that is already in the public domain, you are not supposed to share it. And I've already indicated, Commissioners, earlier yesterday when I was vigorously questions about this thing that of Mr. Nangi, that information was in the public domain. And according to my interpretation of this document, I think I've addressed the Commissioners. Thank you.
General, are you saying that if there's information that's clearly the sort of personal information that should not be shared in contravention of the POPI Act, once it happens to be out there, you as a police officer will then distribute it as much as you like throughout the country. Is that what you are saying?
Not that, Commissioner. Yesterday, when I responded, I said I only read the affidavit of Mr. Nangi. I never realized the magnitude of the documents and everything that were there, Commissioners. If I said, I want to say, you know, if I happen to see those ID numbers and everything, Commissioners, I don't know how, I think I would have done something, but I only saw the affidavit, I read those paragraphs, I send it. That is what I say. But what the Commissioner is asking me, I understand in relation to the Poppy Act, but this is a circular by the police, not the Act itself. It is giving certain directives that this is how information must be protected of the members. But they gave this directive in line with the Poppy Act, according to my understanding and the little time that I got here. So I really understand that. Yes, Commissioners. Yes. But I've already, sorry?
I was just listening to the emphasis you lay on the information already being out there. It just sounded as though you were saying, once it's out there, that's it. Then whoever is affected by the information is fair game. I'm distributing it as much as I like. I, as General Senona, am distributing it as much as I like.
This emphasis is as a result of that document was already there, and then this other important information that was there that Commissioner Kumalo was engaging me on yesterday. By the time I sent that, I didn't see it. As I indicated, I only read the affidavit of Mr. Nangi. Thank you, Commissioner.
So you only read the body of the affidavit. You did not read what was at the top.
The entire document.
So are you suggesting that you did not even see the names of the people listed there? So yes, please respond. You did not even see the names at the top before the body of the affidavit. Is that what you are suggesting?
Where I found that those documents, when I opened it, the first thing it was the affidavit.
Please answer the question directly. So you are saying all you saw and read was the body of the affidavit, and these names, ID numbers, and so on, and sometimes even phone numbers, I think, that appear above the body of the affidavit. You did not see, you did not read any of that. Is that what you are suggesting?
Correct, Commissioner.
Odd, but I'll leave it there.
General, let me tell you why your evidence is not probable. The affidavit starts on page 7 of the dossier that you shared. The dossier itself is 200 pages long. And it starts on page 65.
220, Commissioner Kumalo.
65 of file 1 of 3. The question the chair is asking you, the very first thing you should have seen is the details of the individuals, the case number, the sub-stamp, the ID numbers, and the 6 police officers who are respondents in the complaint. Because the affidavit is page 7. But pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are the details of the individual police officers. Starts on page 65.
I'm there, Commissioner.
And it's Annexure SEN2.
I'm there, Commissioner.
The first page, there's a police stamp. It's a sub-stamp, so it tells you that this is a SEPS document. Then you have the 2 complainants, Nangi and Bright. Then you have the Metro Police Respondent 1, Mr. Mohammed. Then you have Respondent 2, Mr. Yassin. Then you have Respondent 3, Mr. Yakub. Then you have Respondent 4, Captain. 5, Constable. 6, Colonel. 7, KZN Police Commissioner General Mkwanazi. 8, Colonel Governor. And their details are there, their personal details. The affidavit starts on page 7, which would be 71 of that bundle. And much later, even Mr. Nangi's ID number, you have no business sharing Mr. Nangi's ID number. You have no business sharing his cell phone number. You are breaking the law. Everything that you are doing, you've got dockets in that dossier. These are SAPS documents. You were not just sharing an affidavit, you were sharing the entire dossier relating to the Nangi case. Over 200 pages worth of it. And there's no way those documents could have been in the public domain. Unless you can show this commission which newspaper article annexed to all these 220 odd pages, such that they would have been in the public domain. Unless you can show us that, I'm not prepared to accept that this were in the public domain.
I have commented yesterday. I'm not going to comment now, commissioners.
I'll just say in conclusion then, Chair, that, it's unfortunate that we had to traverse this ground again. I thought it would have been obvious that, and particularly since I heard the General accept yesterday that had he seen it, he would not have done it if he had seen the information. So I just want to get an answer from you, a final on this, that whether you still, as you sit here, say that you did not breach this circular,
Yes. I didn't
given
breach
everything that's been put to you again today.
it. Correct, I didn't breach it.
I think you are wrong, and that it probably should take some further advice on how to handle official information and personal information in your position, General.
Sorry about that, Ms. Hassan. Sorry to you too, General.
Chair, I have no further questions for the witness. I'm concluding my session.
And Ms. Hassan, where do these go? What do we call them?
Thank you for reminding me, Chair. They will be marked.
It's
The circular.
the statement by Officer Prinsloo. I've forgotten his rank, and then the circular that from the National Commissioner dated 30 December 2024.
Chair, could we mark the affidavit from Prinsloo, Exhibit 62A?
62A. Yes.
And the circular from the National Commissioner should be marked Exhibit 62B.
62B. Thank you, Ms. Hassan. Ms. Mafisa, is this the point where I thank the General and announce that he's excused?
Indeed, Commissioners, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ms. Mafisa. General, thank you very much for a long 3 days of testimony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. Am I excused?
No, 3 days, probably 4 days. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, yes, General.
I'm checking, Commissioner. Am I excused?
Yes, General.
Da.
You are excused, and thank you very much. Thank you,
Da.
General.
Okay, Saman. Da.
Really, thank you.
Thank you, General.
Are we continue at 9:30 tomorrow?
I believe so, Chair.
Okay. Let's adjourn until 9:30 tomorrow. Thank you.